The third story of the day is about Jim Acosta. I'm already tired of talking about Jim Acosta. I was the first time I talked about him, but a judge ruled that he deserves a White House press pass, and he's back in the White House via judge rule. So overall, what happened, I've talked about this multiple times. I'll do a little summary for anyone that's new. Jim Acosta was asking a question, and then Trump said, okay, next person. And Jim Acosta said, wait, I want to ask a second question, which is kind of crazy if you really, take an outside bipartisan look at the perspective. There's like 100 journalists, and not everyone even gets to ask one question. So no, it's not your right just because you're Jim Acosta to ask two questions. I don't know if anyone's allowed to ask two questions. So first off, I think he was wrong off the bat, being kind of a spoiled little brat, trying to be like, ooh, how dare you? So Trump said, next question. Jim Acosta rudely just wouldn't be quiet. It's not how you'd act if you were in a classroom and you asked a question, and then the teacher went to another kid, and you said, no, I want to ask a second question. She's like, no, Billy, no, Jimmy. There's a lot of people with questions. It's not all about you. It's on to their question. No. So that's kind of like the vibe I get from Jim Acosta. He's like the baby in the classroom who thinks it's all about him because he's so special. So Trump tried to move on multiple times. He's being disruptive. I would do the same thing if I was a teacher. I'd probably throw him out of the class and say, Jimmy, it's a timeout for you. Now you got to sit outside and think about how to be a nice guy. So he wouldn't do that. And Trump sent like this younger girl who's like a White House aide to go take the microphone and hand it to another reporter. Totally standard stuff. Except Jim Acosta didn't want to give up his microphone. So there's video footage. And what really annoys me about this is that the media wants to lie about it, even though there's video footage that you could watch. She grows to grab the microphone, and Jim Acosta kind of like knocks her hand down a little. He didn't do it hard. I'm not a liar where I'm going to be like, oh my God, Jim Acosta assaulted a woman. That never happened. That's a misargument. But he did kind of move her arm down. There's video footage of him at least like touching her arm and moving it down. Anyway, Trump decided to take his White House press pass away. Hold on, Randy, relax, my man, Randy. You're freaking out in the comment section. You got to relax a little bit. But anyway, it's throwing me off. But so Jim Acosta moved her hand down. Trump took her White House press pass away, or his press pass away. I'm sorry, him or her. I don't know. Maybe he's bi-gender. But the media decided to lie about it. The question isn't whether or not he touched her arm. It's whether or not that's okay to do. But they lied and misframed it. Vice lied about it. CNN lied about it. Everyone lied about it. They said, oh, he never touched her. Jimmy Kimmel, I believe, lied about it. No, he never. There's video footage of it. Look it up for yourself. They really think you're dumb. They think you're so dumb. And this goes on both sides. There's Republicans that do too. But they think you're so dumb that there's video footage of them doing it and that they could say, I didn't do it, even though there's video footage. And we really need to figure this stuff out because they're working on like AI, artificial intelligence videos to fake videos. So if you can't even figure out actual truth when we don't have that technology, we're screwed when they have AI out and there's going to be a fake Jim Acosta like, look, I gave her a kiss. Like, they're working on that technology, so figure it out now. Anyway, so then he sued the president. Jim Acosta sued the White House or Trump. I don't know. It's lawyers suing lawyers. That's what America is. Lawyer. I'm a lawyer and I have a team of lawyers and I'm a lawyer and this is a lawyer and we're going to sue you. It's like United States of lawyers. That's what it seems like. But he sued and the judge ruled that Jim Acosta won, that he was unrightfully taking his press pass. So my takeaway from the whole thing is, well, I'll go to Trump because he kind of sums it up as he does a lot. He said it's not a big deal. So I'll agree with Trump. It's not a big deal. He got his press back. Cool. The bad kid's back in town, the rebel kid. Though he's not really a rebel. He probably wore like polo t-shirts to school every day. And there's nothing wrong with polo t-shirts. I'm just saying that's probably what he did. It's not a big deal. He said, so he's going to write up rules and regulations. And he said, if he misbehaves, we'll throw him out of the press conference. So now Trump, like a teacher, it has to be like, okay, now we're going to have to write rules for everyone that says, if you do this, then it's against the rule. So that's what Trump has to do because Jim Acosta's kind of a baby. But now the media is trying to spin it like, Trump is attacking the free press by making rules and regulations for the press. And they're like freaking out about it like, oh my God, Trump's trying to limit the press. No, he's not. He's not trying to limit the press. He's making rules and regulations because there's babies who don't follow the rules. And now they sue and now they get back in the courtroom. So now he's got to figure out a little rules set that everyone can follow. And it's just so strange because the truth is that the entire mainstream media is basically working together in some form. You had Fox News back up CNN and say, we're behind the lawsuit. I mean, CNN, ABC, NBC, MSNBC, Comedy Central, all of the television stations, all of the people, like pretty much everything besides half of Fox News and One American News Network, they're all saying the same things. They're not revolutionary. They're not asking questions about, say the war on Yemen, or asking deep questions about the Federal Reserve, or asking questions about, certain things that matter that Trump's doing, that he's doing wrong. They don't do that. They say the same talking points that it's like calling everyone racist. You're racist, you're racist. So they're not really exploring racism. They're just playing on the surface and distracting and dividing everybody. That's all they do. They don't get to the core of any argument that they talk about. They basically distract, divide, and do absolutely nothing. So the irony, if it's even ironic, I'm sure there's someone, anomaly, that's not irony. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll grab a dictionary after this. But anyway, the whole press has basically been taken over by a few corporations, and they continue to merge. That's the scary free press thing. And you have Twitter, Facebook, and Google that have like a far left cultural Marxist agenda where if you say there's two genders, they literally like ban your tweets. But if you say, you're a unicorn flower from like Mars, then they promote you and they tell all the kids, you should act like that person. You have to be just like that. You should be gay. You should be gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but it's like, that's all they do is like, you have to do that. And the second you're like, well, I'm a straight man. And they're like, you're a terrible person. We're going to ban you out of existence. To me, that's not free press. That's like an insane psychopathic far agenda where anyone that says like anything else gets banned out of existence. That's anti-free press to me. But they spin it and say, Jim Acosta's a revolutionary hero. Someone said Anomaly needs a White House press pass. I don't want to be at the swamp, man. That's the last place. I didn't even go to the walkaway march. I didn't even want to go to DC. But anyway, they spin it and say that Jim Acosta is some like revolutionary activist, when in reality he's just like a disposable. There's tens of thousands of people who could do exactly what he does. There's already hundreds of people who do exactly what he does. And they're like flipping reality as they always do, where it's like, this is free press, this is a hero, this is an activist. In reality, that's anti-free press. That's, they're probably going to teach it to kids in university, get all the kids confused. That's my thoughts on it. It's not a big deal. He got his press pass back. I think you should have some sort of conduct and not touch White House aides and be respectful. But, it is what it is. It's not really a big deal to me. Overall, it's a total non-censored or non-factor story that I continuously talk about for God knows what reason. Thank you guys for joining. God bless you. God bless America. God bless your family. And God bless the world. Good luck to everyone in their daily lives and whatever. Check out my new song, Come Together. I'm going to post the link in the comment section as well. You can listen on Spotify. It's under Trapt, T-R-A-P-T. It's a band. It's on YouTube. Check it out. I'm very, very excited about it. And also, Patreon and DonorBox, thank you for everybody who's supporting. Sign up to my free email list, and I actually sent out an email for the first time in like 2 months. I sent it out this morning. So if you didn't find the email and you're on the email list already, check in your promotions folder, check in your spam folder, move it to your inbox, and you should be good from here on out. Thank you guys so much. Have a good week and have a good weekend. I'll be back maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. Who knows? I'll probably be posting though. Check out the video, Come Together. Thank you guys.